Hey, what's up, you movie freaks? We're the Hero Lair. My name's Dan. With me is Josh and Mario. Today we got the first trailer for Ghostbusters. I guess the remake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's not supposed to be a sequel apparently, but it's got some of the funniest female comedians around. I like Bridesmaids, so it's kind of the same director, pretty much the same people. Yeah. So let's check it out, guys.
Let's go.
Hoping for Slimer.
Alright, let's see this. So if it's not a sequel, why is that?
That's weird.
It's the same place.
And wasn't Winston just a dude?
I wonder. I don't know anything about it. Are they the daughters?
For aggression. It's okay. She seems peaceful. My name is Mary Gilbert.
She doesn't look
Dr.
peaceful at
Carl.
all. Necroplasm.
That's definitely everywhere, by the way. And it's a crack. Very hard to wash off. We've dedicated our whole lives to studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city.
Really neon.
I like the redo of the music.
Altman, you're a brilliant engineer. Eric, no one's better at quantum physics than you. We can provide a real service.
I'm joining the club. You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York. And I can borrow a car from my uncle.
He didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac!
Was it a hearse in the first one?
Yeah, it wasn't a hearse.
It was a station wagon, I think.
No, it wasn't a station wagon. It was an old-fashioned ambulance.
Oh, right.
Someone is creating a device.
Slimer.
Paranormal activity.
Oh wow.
And we might be the only ones who can stop it. Holtzman, come on. The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat? Here's a bigger picture hand here. These ghosts can possess the human form.
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, Ghost! Ow, that's gonna leave a mark! The power of pain compels you! Ow!
The leave a mark thing is like a 30-year-old joke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They might as well said, "That's gonna leave a mark." Not.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
You end all right.
Well,
Yeah.
You go ahead, Mario. You
Yeah.
first.
You lead it off.
the fact that this is not a sequel when it's saying 30 years later,
That's
and
weird.
yeah, there's no so absolutely it's a sequel. So it's got to be within canon, seeing it's the exact same building and and Slimer's in it.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they can kind of disassociate, especially when they said 4 scientists were doing this 30 years ago.
Yeah. And is it 4 scientists?
Yeah, they were. Well, I don't know if they were scientists.
Well, no, because you had
Egon.
Venkman, Egon, Ray.
Yeah.
And then it was Winston. Was his name Winston?
I can't remember.
But he was just a guy. He was like a blue collar.
Maybe, but which is
kinda
kind of
dude.
similar what they're doing here.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
With the girl who's
Who's got the connections to the
the
city?
connections to the
Yeah.
city.
Who's really funny, by the way, in like Saturday Night Live. And
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
No,
well,
they're comedic women. It's not that.
Yeah.
I think it's just that we're looking at the plot.
Like you were talking about Bridesmaids. Bridesmaid was very funny. I thought it definitely opened up with a bang, but it kind of trailed off at the end. Like it didn't finish as strong as it started as far as the movie went. But this just it just seems like very routine jokes.
Yeah.
Very just blah. Like there's some cool looking effects and whatnot, but come on, we're in 2016. Effects don't impress us anymore.
Yeah.
That era is done. You know
I actually didn't like they look neon. Like they're like if you watch like obviously it's Ghostbusters was always for kids, but at least as far as when I was a kid, I remember being scared at a lot of the like the ghost in the library.
Yes.
A lot of the stuff.
Demons Venkman was looking. Remember the Hellhounds or whatever those were?
Keymaster and the Gatekeeper and stuff like that.
Oh those Hellhounds. The Hellhound at the end.
Those things were creepy, man. And I was like, maybe it was because I was a kid and I saw them like recently, like last year or 2 years ago. I was like, seeing a clip of Ghostbusters. I was like, no, those were like kind of eerie looking things.
No, they were. You know, it was very good. Like again, I was there. There was some vintage collectibles that came out of them, and and they rebrandished them as far as like maquettes and things like that. And they look pretty cool. Like and like cool in an eerie kind of sense, right? They're legitimate like gargoyles.
Yes, exactly.
They're like gargoyles coming to life. Like
so, even right off the bat, if you. There was that ghoulish fiend, whatever that was. Again, very blue and very colorful, neon-y, very bright, vibrant. And they're like, she looks very pleasant. I'm like the humor was like so transparent. It was just like,
and they went with a barf joke.
Yeah, it was. It was just like
we had a barf joke, and then that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, very rudimentary comedy. Very like they were neon. Like I don't know if I kind of remember the real Ghostbusters, the cartoon being very neon, that being, and so like I kind of get the sense of like the ectoplasm. You know what I mean? I get it, but you're right though. It was a little over the top, and it was almost glow in the dark. Like so much so that
beyond that, it's like, okay, well, what's the deal here? If I first of all, I didn't really like the idea of like, I understand revamping for a modern audience, like you make like Nick Fury is black, Nick Fury is black, Wilson Fisk is black, you switch it up, like you change things around here and there.
Yeah.
But then it's like an all girls cast. I thought it was just a remake. Just with girls, but this looks like there's, I guess you said, there's a continuum.
There's not though, because
but they're referencing
that's the confusing part, because there is plenty of blog posts and interviews with Paul Feig, the director, saying that it's its own thing, and it's totally not tied to it. So I think they just kind of threw that in there just to kind of remember Ghostbusters.
For what the movie is itself.
Not from the makers of the film. It is not tied in. Like I think Bill Murray has a cameo, but he's not Venkman. He's something else.
That's so strange because they just
and they don't come out when they come out. Maybe they go to they showed the fire hall, but when they come out with the hearse of Ecto 1, they're not in a fire hall.
Well, it's not.
They come out of something different.
You're right, and I don't know, but then why would you reference all that? Like
because
that's like
the whole movie. The whole movie is exactly what that is. A ploy to just ride the coattails of an ancient cult film. Like that's it. Like look, here's a great cult film that has just survived generations in popularity. Let's ride its coattails and let's do something.
I'd give it more than a cult film. It's a comedy classic.
It is a comedy.
No. It is. But I think Ghostbusters has its own cult following as well.
It is a cult following,
just like Army of Darkness or something like that.
It's big. It's way bigger. Than
I know. I'm just saying it has its cult following like Army of Darkness, and then it has its grand shine in film.
I would disagree.
Back to the Future.
I would disagree with you as far as cult film and call it pop culture, because that's what Back to the Future is. It's pop culture.
True.
Because everybody sees a DeLorean, and nobody sees a DeLorean for DMC. They see it as a time machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just that. And then the Ecto 1 is just as popular as the DeLorean.
This image right here.
That image right there. Everybody knows what that means.
Yeah.
You know,
and the song too.
And who you gonna call? It's become cliche.
Yeah, even my students know it, and they were born well after anything to do with Ghostbusters
culture.
So I think they're just trying to ride that fanfare and then just do something different with it. Now, are these talented comic actresses? Yes,
they're the best outright.
They're fantastic. I think they're hilarious. But you've got them you've put them into a spot where they're just reeking of. Cliche and
I think
contrivance.
Contrivance is the better word.
Yeah.
Absolutely better word in this. I felt, I almost felt bad for them because they're very talented.
They're forced into it,
and they're being. It really is a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah.
You know what I think it might be? Because in all the best comedies of all the women that are in this that I like, majority of them are R-rated comedies.
Yeah,
like Bridesmaids.
Oh God, yeah.
And this, especially with the ghosts. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's Well, it would be PG-13, but
Yeah.
this trailer seems to be almost PG.
Very PG.
'Cause, like those ghosts are very, very. They're almost like Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, very
style.
vanilla Disney-esque.
Yeah, non-threatening.
Non-threatening.
Yeah,
And the old Ghostbusters, the ghosts and monsters were legit.
Yeah,
for the most part, other than Slimer. Slimer was
I
neon.
really just don't get it. I don't get it.
But
Why,
even
I don't get it.
Slimer
Why
was-
is Slimer here? Like, I don't get it. If they're referencing like these Ghostbusters that or there something happened 30 years ago, then these ones come out. Slimer's in it. If you're referencing past Ghostbusters and the same characters are in, how are you
And the
not,
fire
how are-
halls in it, like
how are you
you're-
not creating a continuum in some capacity?
And that's something, but they're not even homages. Like I can
Yeah.
understand an homage, and I can understand anything of that nature. But no, this is like almost rip off. Like is like
Yeah.
I just don't see it, and just to come out and purposely go through that whole blog posting and everything saying, this is not a continuum, this is not tied to the original films,
Yeah.
and then to open like that.
It's completely confusing and strange.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
get
like
it.
that.
I legitimately just feel as though they're just trying to ride a wave.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, look, before this came out, I watched the original Ghostbuster trailer, and that was back when trailers were so terrible anyway.
Yeah.
So that really did nothing.
There
You
is
can't-
only one man who can help them, Peter Venkman.
It's like all out of sequence.
Yeah.
So so you can't really base anything off of a trailer. But wow, I really hope that this can't be it, man.
Yeah.
There's
Nah, I'm pretty sure this is it, and
a bad feeling too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have a sinking suspicion that
it's like we're almost in an era where trailers are at their pinnacle.
Yes, they are.
They're at their absolute pinnacle.
and the science of them is at their pinnacle.
The science of them is at their pinnacle.
Right.
Like you see a lot of things. Like we all saw like the Deadpool trailers, the Star Wars Episode 7 trailers.
Yeah.
They gave enough, but didn't give away the farm that we were enticed and we went and we enjoyed them and we were excited to see them. This didn't do any of that.
This is Sony though, and we all remember Spider-Man 2. Sony trailer with the rhino.
But,
and everything.
yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He's,
I am the rhino.
yeah.
That hurt my feelings.
Wow. All right. No, we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll. This isn't getting a lot of love online, at least early on, from what I'm seeing.
I understand why.
Yeah, I understand why too.
This is probably our most somber video, people, and we apologize.
Yeah, we're usually a bit more excited
Yeah,
to
I
watch.
don't know,
We definitely
I
are.
just,
But honestly, anyways, especially you younger viewers, just go back and watch the originals.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
agreed. Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
All right, guys. Let us know what you thought about the trailer. We threw up a ton of questions here. If you got some answers, we'd love to hear from you and your overall opinions. Follow us on Twitter at the HERO LAIR. Don't forget to subscribe. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers. We'll hang out with you really soon. See ya.
See you guys.
Ciao.